right. Good morning, everyone. It's me again. My name is Chukune Nweke. I am one of the mental health counselors at Wichita State University Counseling and Psychological Services, also known as CAPS. With this live stream that we are doing, I will be continuing CAPS Keep Calm, Breathe On program. The live stream is meant to be an interactive way for those viewing or and listening to practice different mindfulness and meditation skills. Also, feel free to leave comments or reactions. Try to make this as interactive as possible. Leave comments or reactions that you may have for the different exercises that I will be teaching you. Um, but before you do, please be aware that this is not therapy. Um, and so any questions or comments that you make are not confidential because this is a public forum. With that being said, though, if you are a student at Wichita State University and you would like to schedule confidential therapy services, you can always set up that appointment with us by calling our number, 316-978-4792. And whether or not you are a student, as long as you are in need of more immediate support, you can always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988 or 1-800-273-8255. And you can also text the word home in all caps to 741-741 for the crisis text line. With that being said, let's get started on today's exercise. So we've done this before. We're going to try and do it again. I think last time I had some music in the background. We tried a little bit without some music. Similar to leaves in a stream, but this time we're going to be picturing clouds in the sky instead. For those that are new to mindfulness, all right, mindfulness is basically intentionally being aware of the present moment with a non-judgmental attitude. With lots of practice, this activity can help in slowing down your thoughts, teaching you ways to interact with them in a different way than you're used to, which can then have long-term benefits, including improved mood and reduced anxiety or stress. Whenever you're ready, I would like you to gain a comfortable, grounded position. And this is wherever you are, whether you're in your room, um, maybe parked in your car, or wherever that you are. Um, just getting a comfortable, grounded position. If you're standing or you're sitting, allow your feet to plant and be placed firmly on the ground. And if you're lying down, as you can always lie down on the floor or whatever comfortable position, comfortable surface that you have, allow yourself to relax and sink in whatever surface that you're lying on. You can also choose to either close your eyes, which can be helpful since we're going to be imagining a little bit, or if you're doing this outside, trying to see the clouds in the sky, then you can also fix your gaze, in the sky. Or if you're in a room, you can also fix your gaze at some part of the room as well. That's okay. I'm going to begin by taking some deep breaths and using a count of 3 seconds. We're going to breathe in for 3 seconds and then breathe out for 3 seconds. When you're breathing in, I want you to imagine that you're sucking in all the air into your lungs. And once they're in your lungs, when you're breathing out, imagine that there's a straw. All right. And sometimes we've played with, a straw, while blowing bubbles into our drinks like we're kids again. So imagine like you're blowing that air out. So we're going to do some practice. Breathe in for 3 seconds. And breathe out. Making sure that we're breathing in through our nostrils and breathing out through our mouth. Breathe in again for 3 seconds. And then breathe out. Breathe in again for 3 seconds. And breathe out. I want you to continue practicing this until your breath gets into a natural rhythm. You just notice that feeling of relaxation when you're breathing out versus the feeling of tension. Just for a couple more seconds. I want you to imagine that you are on a field of grass. You could be sitting down, standing up, lying down, and you're looking up at the sky above you. And there are clouds gently floating by. I want you to imagine this field, the sky, the clouds, however way you like. This is your imagination. No one is judging you for anything. Okay? And so create this scenery however way you would like it to look like. And take some time. Use all the senses that you have to create this scenery. You can have colorful skies. You can have maybe animals in the background, whatever you want. Create this scenery. And once you've imagined what the scenery looks like, you may start to notice some thoughts enter. All right? If you do notice those thoughts, acknowledge to yourself that you are thinking about those thoughts. Maybe you're thinking about projects that are due. You're thinking about assignments or finals coming up. You're thinking about the winter break, getting to see family. Whatever it is, acknowledge that to yourself. You say to yourself, and notice I am thinking about my bills or my assignments or my relationships. And once you've acknowledged that thought, I want you to place that thought on a cloud and watch it float by. I want you to do this regardless of whether the thoughts are positive or negative, pleasurable or painful. Place them on a cloud and let them float by. And if your thoughts stop, focus on the clouds. Sooner or later, your thoughts will start up again. Allow the clouds to pass by on their own way, at their own pace. Do not try to speed them up or don't even try controlling them. You're not trying to blow the clouds away. That is not the point of the exercise. You're simply allowing them to come and go at their own good time. And if your mind says, this is pointless, or this sucks, or I can't do this, place that thought on a cloud. If a cloud stops moving, don't try to control it, don't try to force it away. Simply let it hang around. Still remembering to engage in those breathing techniques that we talked about 3 seconds in and 3 seconds out. If you find yourself getting distracted, you can always use those, use your breathing as your anchor. And don't feel embarrassed. It's okay. You're bound to get distracted at some point. Simply bring yourself back to the present moment. Bring your focus back to the clouds. And if a difficult feeling or emotion arises, maybe like impatience or boredom, just like your thoughts, acknowledge that to yourself. Say to yourself, here's a feeling of boredom, or here's a feeling of impatience. And then place those feelings and those words on a cloud and let them float by. From time to time, your thoughts are bound to grab hold of you. You may lose track of the exercise, you may get distracted. This is normal, it's totally natural, and it's gonna keep happening. As soon as you realize it, though, acknowledge that to yourself and then start up the exercise again. There's no need to judge yourself for making this perfect or struggling in this exercise. It's totally normal and it's okay. As we're getting close to wrapping up this exercise for today, I want you to take one final look at your scenery, glance at the clouds, and take the deepest breath you've ever taken. This time we're breathing in for 4 seconds instead. Pause and breathe out. When you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. I hope this exercise was helpful for anyone watching or anyone that decides to give this a try. I think it's a great exercise that really helps us practice that skill of not getting wrapped up and tied and fused with our thoughts, and simply just learning to observe and let them come and go. And I hope this is something that you do get to practice from time to time throughout your day or the rest of the semester. Know that you can always join us next week. Keep calm, breathe on live stream that we do on Wednesdays at 11:15 a.m. We will be having our last one for the semester next week. And then we'll start up again next semester. It might be at a different time. We'll try again, maybe still on Wednesdays, but probably in the afternoon. Well, if you're wanting to watch more of our videos, you can always find us on our YouTube page. That's Shockers Caps. That's Shockers, SHOCKERS, and then Caps, CAPS, all. And Caps is going to be in full case, and then Shockers can just be normal. You can also find us on our Facebook page as well, in WSU, Counseling and Psychological Services. And just as a reminder, if you're a student at Wichita State University and you would like to schedule a confidential therapy service, you can always set up an appointment with us by calling 316-978-4792. And whether you are a student here at Winchester University or not, and you are in need of more immediate support or immediate services, you can always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273 8255 or 988. And if you're feeling like texting rather than calling, then you can always text the word home in all caps to 741-741 for the crisis text line. That's all I have for you for today. Thanks for joining. And I do hope that you have a good rest of your week and hope to see you again maybe next week. Bye-bye.